Hello everyone and welcome back to Dassi Insights. I'm glad you're here. Today we are exploring a powerful book by John Maxwell called The Resilient Leader. In this book, Maxwell shares a simple but life-changing idea: the difference between people who achieve great things and those who give up is often not talent, intelligence, education, or resources. The real difference is how they respond to adversity. Maxwell explains that resilient leaders learn how to face setbacks, challenges, uncertainty, and failure without losing their direction. Instead of being stopped by difficulty, they use it as a fuel for growth and progress. Before we begin, if you enjoy content about leadership, personal growth, and success, please take a moment to subscribe to Dassi Insights and give this video a like. It helps the channel grow and allows us to bring you more inspiring ideas from some of the world's best books. Now, let's dive in. One of the most important messages of this book is that adversity is not something that only weak people experience. Everyone faces adversity. Leaders face it, teams face it, businesses face it, families face it. No matter how well prepared you are, challenges will eventually appear. The question is not whether difficulties will come. The question is how you will respond when they arrive. Many people spend a lot of time trying to avoid problems. They hope for a smooth path with no obstacles. But Maxwell encourages us to think differently. He reminds us that challenges are not always signs that something is wrong. Sometimes challenges are signs that growth is happening. If you think about building physical strength, muscles become stronger through resistance. Without resistance, there is no growth. Leadership works in much the same way. Imagine a leader who is managing a project. Everything seems to be moving smoothly until unexpected delays begin to appear. Deadlines shift. Team members become frustrated. Resources become limited. At that moment, the leader has a choice. They can panic, blame others, and focus on the problem, or they can stay calm, look for solutions, and help the team move forward. The situation may be difficult, but the response determines the outcome. This is where resilience begins. Resilience doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It doesn't mean ignoring challenges or acting as if nothing is wrong. Resilience means acknowledging reality while refusing to be defeated by it. A resilient leader sees the difficulty clearly, but also sees possibilities beyond the difficulty. John Maxwell explains that many people develop habits that make diversity even harder. When problem appears, they immediately become fearful. They become discouraged. They focus on everything they can't control. They spend more energy worrying than solving. Over time, this creates a cycle where every challenge looks larger than it really is. Resilient leaders break that cycle. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of focusing on what has been lost, they focus on what can still be gained. Instead of thinking about obstacles as permanent walls, they view them as temporary barriers that can eventually be overcome. This shift in thinking may seem small, but it changes everything. Think about two people facing the exact same challenge. One person sees only the problem, the other person sees an opportunity to improve, adapt, and learn. The challenge is identical, but the mindset is completely different. Over time, those different mindsets create very different results. Another important lesson from the book is the role of courage. Many people want success, but they want it without discomfort. They want progress without risk. They want growth without uncertainty. Unfortunately, life rarely works that way. Every meaningful achievement requires some level of courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward even when fear exists. A leader may feel uncertain about a difficult decision. A manager may worry about implementing a new process. A business owner may fear entering a new market. The fear is real. This uncertainty is real. But courageous leaders do not allow those feelings to control their actions. Maxwell argues that resilient leaders learn to act despite discomfort. They understand that waiting for perfect confidence can become a trap. If people only act when they feel completely ready, many opportunities will never be pursued. Growth often begins before confidence arrives. As we continue through the book, another powerful idea emerges. Resilient leaders don't simply solve problems themselves. They develop problem solvers around them. This is a critical distinction. Many leaders become overwhelmed because they believe they must carry every burden alone. They become the answer to every question. They make every decision. They solve every issue. Eventually, this creates exhaustion. Resilient leadership is different. A resilient leader empowers the team to think, contribute, and solve challenges together. Instead of creating dependence, they create capability. Instead of building followers who wait for instructions, they build people who take initiative. Imagine a team facing an unexpected challenge. Rather than immediately providing all the answers, a resilient leader asks thoughtful questions. What option do we have? What resources can we use? What opportunities might exist with this situation? These questions encourage ownership and creativity. Over time, the team becomes stronger because people learn how to handle difficulties on their own. This creates another important benefit. Resilience spreads. When team members observe a calm and steady leader during difficult times, they begin to model the same behavior. Confidence becomes contagious. Optimism becomes contagious. Problem solving becomes contagious. Leadership is not only about what leaders say. Leadership is about what leaders demonstrate. People often watch their leaders most carefully during challenging moments. When things are easy, anyone can appear confident. When things become difficult, true leadership becomes visible. Maxwell also spends time discussing failure, and his perspective is refreshing. Many people see failure as an ending. They believe one mistake defines them. They assume one setback means they are not capable. Because of this belief, they avoid taking risks. They avoid trying new things. They avoid opportunities that could help them grow. Resilient leaders see failure differently. They understand that failure is information. Failure provides feedback. Failure relieves weaknesses that can be strengthened. Failure shows where adjustments need to be made. Imagine someone learning a new skill. Their first attempt is rarely perfect. Mistakes happen. Progress feels slow. Challenges appear. Yet every mistake contains valuable lessons. The person who continues learning eventually improves. The person who quits never discovers what could have been possible. Failure becomes dangerous only when people stop learning from it. One of the strongest messages throughout the book is that setbacks are temporary. When people experience difficulties, emotions often convince them that the situation will last forever. They feel trapped inside the current moment. But resilient leaders maintain perspective. They remind themselves that circumstances change, problems are solved, conditions improve, new opportunities emerge. Today's challenge is not necessarily tomorrow's reality. This perspective creates hope. And hope is not a weak emotion. Hope is powerful faith. Hope gives people the energy to continue moving forward. Hope helps teams stay focused during uncertain periods. Hope creates momentum when progress feels slow. Another valuable lesson from Maxwell is importance of personal responsibility. Resilient leaders don't spend their time searching for someone to blame. They focus on what they can influence. They ask themselves what actions they can take right now. This mindset is very powerful because blame creates helplessness, while responsibility creates action. When people focus only on external factors, they often feel powerless. But when they focus on their choices, attitudes, and responses, they regain control. Even in difficult situations, there is almost always something productive that can be done. Perhaps it's learning a new skill. Perhaps it's improving communication. Perhaps it's adjusting a strategy. Perhaps it's supporting others. The exact action may differ, but action itself creates momentum. As the book continues, Maxwell emphasized the importance of change. Many people resist change because change creates uncertainty. Familiar systems feel comfortable even when they no longer produce great results. Resilient leaders understand that growth requires adaptation. They don't cling to old methods simply because those methods once worked. They remain open to learning. They remain flexible. They continuously look for better ways to serve, lead, and improve. The flexibility doesn't mean abandoning principles. It means adjusting approaches while remaining committed to important values. In a rapidly changing world, adaptability becomes a major advantage. The leaders who thrive are often not the strongest or the smartest. They are the ones most willing to learn, adjust, and continue moving forward. As we come closer to the end of our discussion, one message stands above all others. Adversity is not your enemy. According to Maxwell, adversity can become one of your greatest teachers. It relieves characters. It builds wisdom. It develops strength. It creates perspective. It teaches patience. It encourages creativity. It often uncovers ability that would have remained hidden during easier times. This doesn't mean we should seek hardship. It simply means that when hardship arrives, we can choose how to respond. We can view difficulties as barriers, or we can view them as opportunities. We can focus on fear, or we can focus on possibility. We can become discouraged by setbacks, or we can use them as stepping stones towards something better. That choice belongs to us. The resilient leader reminds us that leadership is not measured by how we perform when everything is easy. Leadership is measured by how we respond when circumstances become challenging. The leaders who make the greatest impact are not necessarily those who avoid adversity. They are the ones who learn how to use adversity as a tool for growth, wisdom, and progress. So, as you move through your own leadership journey, remember this simple but powerful truth. Every challenge carries a lesson. Every setback contains an opportunity. Every difficult moment can become a stepping stone toward a stronger version of yourself. Keep learning, keep growing, keep leading, and most importantly, keep moving forward. Thank you for spending this time with me here on Dassi Insights. If you found value in today's discussion, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with someone who might need encouragement on their leadership journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay resilient, and keep investing in your growth. Take care.